Okay, so good morning. It's just now noon, so my good morning still applies. So we're going to do some of the same thing that we learned last lesson. We're going to do some more ing, and then I'm going to put some new words in there that I haven't taught you yet that still ends with ing, but I want you to think them up yourself. Does that make sense? Like, just think them up on the fly. You can't be taught every single word in the English language before you start working. You're going to have to think these up on your own. So let's do first, before you practice, check your mentality, check your health, check your mental health, check your physical health. Are you feeling good? Is it even worth it, like physically and mentally, to study today? Make sure you're good to go, because you don't want to waste a good practice session or waste time when you could be resting, which is what you need, versus studying, and the other way around. So if you are good to go, let's do some basic sentences. We're going to do ing, or we'll just come back for the G. So kind of figure out what you need to do. I'm going to say it slow enough to where you can, let me put in my other bean, to where you can figure it out. I'm not going to go too fast. All right, here we go. So it's not going to be timed. I am working on fishing and slamming doors. Second sentence. I see you feeling bad and wishing you felt better. So keep in mind to write at the same time that I'm talking. Don't wait for me to finish what I'm saying before I say something or say a sentence. Try to hear it at the same time as your fingers are moving. Always keep your fingers moving. So here's the third sentence. Are you kicking a ball? The dog is barking. Do you know about BOUT certain foods? She was winking. So for winking, remember we did KWINKING. KWINKING. Are you okay? Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Write the difference between it's without an apostrophe and it's with an apostrophe. See if you remember that. So it's ITS and then it's IT apostrophe S. Because we came up with a way. I wrote it down. Failing. Are you failing? The boat. For boat, I don't know if you have that one, you would do BOET. The boat is sinking. Okay, what about swimming? Do you have anything for swimming? You can do swimming. Write that out a couple times. Tell me what you come up with. Swimming, you should be able to write in one stroke. You don't have to come back for the G. Swimming. What about ticking? Like a clock is ticking. How would you write that? You can also do that in one stroke. You don't need to come back for that. Ticking. And then what about sinning? We might have went over this already, like religious, like sinning. And then do hinting. Like Christmas, I'm only hinting at something. You can do tithing. Like tithe 10%. How would you write that? Tithing. And what about missing? I am missing you. Missing. So you could write sentences like these. You could say, I'm swimming and working. You could do words like ticking, I'm ticking, and kicking. You could do another sentence. When The dog is barking he is singing. So it's been about 10 minutes. I want you to watch, if you can, if you're able to, the whole video all over again, but this time don't look at your screen. And compare when you're done if you did better or if you did worse by looking at your computer or not looking at your computer. And then run through it a couple of times and see if you can come up with some extra words on your own to be a little more proactive. We discussed swimming, ticking, sinning, hinting, tithing, and missing. The words we learned previously are lurking, working, fishing, thinking, wishing, winking, slamming, failing, singing, kicking, feeling, winging like a bird, barking, sinking like a boat. So we're at the end of the video. Next time you get to this end of the video, see if you can keep up with me as I'm saying each of these words one by one. If you don't get all of them, just keep going. We're trying to build endurance, even if we're not perfect. Okay, I'll see you next class.